Every day, you wake up with the chance to create something new in your life. You have the ability to shape your own reality. And today, we're going to talk about how to harness that incredible power within you. It all begins with two simple, yet profound ideas: relax and trust. Think about it. How often do we find ourselves caught up in the hustle and bustle, feeling overwhelmed and anxious about what lies ahead? We frequently operate under stress, trying to manage every detail of our surroundings. But what if I told you that the path to achieving your desires is actually about letting go? Yes, you heard that correctly. The secret to manifesting your dreams and building the life you aspire to is rooted in the ability to relax and have faith in the process. While it may seem straightforward, this profound truth can significantly change your entire experience. Before we start, I need you to take a powerful step. Send a clear message to the universe, affirming that you're ready for the wealth and success coming your way. Writing it down amplifies its energy, so comment with, "Money flows to me, and I win at all I do." When you allow yourself to relax, you open the door to the endless possibilities the universe has to offer. Your mind clears, your body calms, and you create a welcoming space for miracles to unfold. Trusting in this process aligns you with the natural rhythm of life. Instead of struggling against the current, you begin to flow with it. The real magic occurs when you combine relaxation and trust with a sense of expectation. That's when you start seeing results, not in some far-off future, but right here and now. Many of us have been conditioned to think that change requires time, hard work, and struggle before we can reach our goals. But what if I told you that miracles can happen the very same day you set your intention? It may sound unbelievable, but I've seen it happen repeatedly. I've witnessed individuals heal from chronic conditions, land their dream jobs, and meet their soulmates, all within days or even hours. It all began with their decision to relax, trust, and expect wonderful things to unfold. Now, I can almost hear your thoughts. But I've tried positive thinking before. I've visualized my goals, and it didn't work. I understand where you're coming from. However, here's the key. It's not merely about thinking positively or visualizing. It's about truly feeling it. It's about embodying the reality you want right now, in this very moment. When you genuinely relax and trust, you enter a state where anything is possible. Your body releases tension, your mind clears, and you tap into a realm of infinite potential. In this state, you're no longer separate from your desires. Instead, you become one with them. This is where expectation plays its role. When you expect something to happen, you're not just hoping or wishing for it, you know it's coming. You live as if it has already occurred, and that's when the universe begins to respond. So how do we achieve this? How do we relax, trust, and expect miracles to manifest today? It all starts with your thoughts and energy. Every thought sends out a signal to the universe. Think of it as dropping a pebble into a pond. The ripples affect everything around you. When you dwell on thoughts of lack, fear, or worry, you're sending out signals that attract more of those experiences into your life. Conversely, when you focus on abundance, love, and possibility, you're creating an entirely different reality. You're tuning into a frequency where miracles are not just possible, but anticipated. It's also about your energy, your vibration. Every emotion sends a signal to the universe. When you're feeling stressed or anxious, your vibration is low. But when you can relax and trust, when you can feel joy and gratitude even before your desires manifest, that's when you're vibrating at a frequency that draws in miracles. So, how can we change our thoughts and energy? It all begins with awareness. Take a moment to observe what you're thinking and feeling throughout the day. Notice when stress or worry creeps in and consciously decide to make a shift. Take a deep breath, allow your body to relax, and then ask yourself, what would I be thinking right now if I truly believed everything was unfolding perfectly for me? How would I feel if I knew my desires were already on their way? This is where meditation becomes invaluable. When you meditate, you create a gap between your thoughts. you step away from the incessant noise of your mind and enter a state of tranquility and potential. In this serene space, you can begin to reprogram your subconscious mind. Most of our thoughts and behaviors are governed by our subconscious. It's like an autopilot shaped by our past experiences, beliefs, and surroundings. However, through meditation, we can tap into this subconscious and start altering its programming. During meditation, visualize the reality you desire. But remember, it's not just about picturing it in your mind, it's about feeling it in every fiber of your being. What would it be like to experience perfect health? What emotions would arise from financial abundance? How would it feel to be in a loving, supportive relationship? As you meditate, allow yourself to fully embrace these feelings. Let them wash over you and fill you completely. By doing this, you're actually transforming your brain chemistry. You're forging new neural pathways that align with the reality you wish to create. The essential truth is this: you can't simply try this once and expect miracles to unfold. This practice needs to become a daily commitment, as integral to your routine as brushing your teeth or enjoying breakfast. Each day, carve out time to relax, trust in the process, and anticipate wonderful outcomes. As you engage in this practice, remain mindful of the signs that surround you. The universe is always communicating and guiding us toward our highest potential, but often we're too busy or stressed to notice. When you cultivate a mindset of relaxation and trust, you become increasingly sensitive to these signs. You'll start to recognize synchronicities, those little coincidences that seem too perfectly timed to be random. Perhaps you think of someone, and they call you just moments later. You might find yourself repeatedly encountering the same number or overhearing a conversation that provides exactly the insight you need. These occurrences are affirmations that you're on the right path. They signal that the universe has heard your desires and is actively working to bring them to fruition. However, it's essential to remain open and receptive to these messages. This leads us to another vital aspect: gratitude. When you express appreciation for what you already have, you create an inviting space for even more abundance to flow into your life. It's like sending a heartfelt message to the universe, saying, "I truly value everything you've given me, and I'm ready for more." Make gratitude a daily habit. Each morning, before getting out of bed, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you're thankful for. Allow yourself to genuinely feel that gratitude throughout your body. Let it fill you with warmth and positivity. Carry this feeling with you as you move through your day. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, but what about taking action? Isn't doing something necessary for making our dreams come true? You're absolutely right. Action is essential. However, it's crucial to understand that it's not about forcing things to happen or struggling against obstacles. When you're in a state of relaxation and trust, when you're expecting great things, the right actions will naturally reveal themselves. You'll find yourself inspired to take specific steps forward, positioned perfectly to meet the right people at just the right time. Opportunities will arise effortlessly in your path. This concept of inspired action is key. It's not about pushing or striving hard against resistance. It's about flowing with life's natural rhythm. It means following your intuition, listening closely to your gut feelings, and taking steps that feel genuinely right for you. When you're engaged in inspired action, it doesn't feel like labor. It feels like play, a joyful expression of your true self. It feels as though you're effortlessly doing exactly what you were meant to do in this world. And that's when the real magic begins to happen. As you embrace this approach, remember that each small step contributes significantly to your journey. Your consistent practice of relaxation, trust, gratitude, and inspired action will create a powerful momentum that draws your desires closer to you. You'll find that life becomes richer and more fulfilling as you align with this flow, allowing miracles to manifest in ways you never thought possible. Moreover, as you cultivate this mindset over time, you'll likely notice profound shifts not only in your circumstances, but also within yourself. Your confidence will grow as you witness the results of your efforts. You'll feel more empowered and capable of navigating life's challenges with grace and ease. This transformation can inspire those around you as well. Your positive energy becomes contagious, encouraging others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and growth. Ultimately, by committing to this daily practice of relaxation and trust, you're not just changing your life, you're contributing positively to the collective energy of the world around you. Now, let's talk about something that often comes up when we talk about manifesting our desires: fear. There are fears of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown, and all these fears put us in a state of stagnation. They can keep us playing small. But here's the truth: fear is just a thought. It's not real. It is an expectation derived from the past or from a number of hypothetical situations that may or may not occur in the future. And just as you can decide to think lack or abundance thoughts, you can decide whether to entertain your fears or not. The important thing to remember is that fear will arise, and when it does, don't attempt to resist it or try to banish it. Rather, accept it. Thank it for its effort in trying to shield you, and then decide to shift your attention to trust. Decide to think that no matter the situation, you are capable of dealing with it. Just a reminder, whenever you decide to trust instead of being afraid, you are literally changing your brain. You are building new neural connections that reflect your new enabled state of being. And speaking of the brain, let me say a few words about neuroplasticity for a moment. This is the capacity of the brain to change or remodel itself by creating new neural connections at any age. This is what it means that your brain is in a constant state of plasticity depending on your thoughts, experiences, and actions. In other words, when you practice relaxation, trust, and positive expectations, you are, in fact, rewiring your brain. You are building new neural networks for these states of existence, and the more often you use it, the better and deeper the connections in the brain are created. This is why consistency is so important. It is not about having one good meditation or one day when you feel so positive. It's about integrating these practices into your lifestyle. It's about deciding, over and over, to concentrate on what you do want instead of what you don't want. Next, I would like to discuss something that is frequently raised when people begin this work. They will argue, "But I've attempted to practice positive thinking in the past, and no changes occurred." And I hear you. I really do. But here's what I want you to understand. This work is not about having positive thoughts only. It is about the coherence between what you think, how you feel, and what you do. Let me explain it to you. Your mind generates your emotions. Your emotions dictate your behaviors, and your behaviors produce your outcomes. Therefore, if you are thinking positive thoughts but you are filled with fear or doubt, the actions you take will be filled with fear and doubt, and the results will be as well. That's why it is so crucial to focus not only on what you want, but to make your heart and soul yearn for it, to act as if you are already living it. Because that's when your thoughts, feelings, and actions are on the same page, and there is nothing that can stop you. This work is not about having to put yourself in a happy place every now and then. It's not about suppressing your feelings of anger or sadness or saying that everything is fine when it is not. This is a concept that is all about understanding that you are here, you accept that, and then you decide what you want to do next. If you are sad, angry, or frustrated, let yourself be sad, angry, or frustrated. Don't try to push them away, but also don't get stuck in them. Experience them, recognize them, and then think to yourself, what do I want to feel instead? And how can I get closer to that feeling? This is where the power of choice comes in. In every moment of your life, you have the option to choose your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. It is up to you what to focus on, and what you focus on expands. Thus, concentrate on the positive, not on the negative. Don't look behind you. Look forward to the future. Look at the opportunities, not at the barriers that are in front of you. And do not think that this is about denying reality or living in a fantasy world. It is about realizing that perception is reality. It is the mindset and beliefs that define what a person sees when he or she looks at something with another person. So, choose to see the good. Decide to see the opportunities. it is possible to choose to see the lessons in every experience. Because when you do that, you're creating a whole new realm of opportunities for yourself. So let me tell you a few words about energy in this context. The whole creation is energy, pulsating at various rates, and like attracts like. This means that the energy you give out to the universe is what you shall receive in return. If you are at a level of stress, worry, and lack, you will attract more of the same stress, worry, and lack into your life. Another method of increasing your frequency is meditation. When you meditate, you silence the noise in your head and connect to an infinite source of energy. You associate yourself with the frequency of the universe and thus elevate your own. When you change your frequency, you do not change only yourself. You change everyone and everything in your environment. You become like a beacon of light, and people around you start to lift their vibration as well. Now, I want to talk about something that often trips people up on this journey: the need for certainty. We humans love certainty. We want to know the details of how things are going to be done. We want guarantees. But here's the truth. Life is inherently uncertain, and that uncertainty is actually a gift. That is why life is interesting, filled with opportunities. It's only when you can look at uncertainty not as a problem, not as a danger, but as an opportunity, as an adventure, that you open yourself to the real miracles. Just imagine if you knew all the outcomes of all events in advance. Where is the fun in that? Where would be the growth? Where would be the chance for the universe to show you something even better than what you have thought of? Therefore, instead of looking for certainty, look for trust. Trust in yourself. Trust in the universe. Believe that all is well, always, even if you can't see it at the time. This leads us to the topic of surrender. Now, surrender doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means letting go of your limited thinking and embracing a new way of approaching the problem. It means not having to be in charge of everything that happens in your life. It means believing in something greater than yourself, or as some may put it, God, the cosmos, divine power, or energy, among others. Surrender is the letting go of the effort to control and make things happen in your life. It means you let yourself to be led. You become receptive to receive. And sometimes, what can come to you when you let go is much more than what you could have got when you fight or dominate. Now, some of you might be thinking, but I have goals. I have goals that I need to accomplish. What can I do to let go and at the same time strive for success? And that's a great question. The idea is to have clear goals, to know what you want, and then let go how it is going to happen. Do your part. Take inspired action, but then let go and trust that the universe will take care of the rest. It's like planting a seed. You till the ground, you sow the seed, you water it, you put it under the sun, but you don't go digging the seed every day to see if it is sprouting. You believe in the natural process. You understand that over time, if you have done your share, the plant will sprout. Your dreams and goals are like that seed. Sow them with purpose. Feed them with your ideas and behaviors. But then trust in the process. Have faith that they are developing, even though you are yet to reap the benefits of their growth. And this brings us to another crucial aspect of manifesting your desires: patience. In today's world, people want things to happen as quickly as possible. We set an intention, and then we want to see results right away. But remember, the absence of sight means that something is not happening does not hold true all the time. Sometimes, the most dramatic transformations are taking place out of sight, like this seed growing in the earth before it emerges from the ground. Therefore, do not lose your temper with yourself and with the process. Therefore, do not rush yourself and do not rush the process. Believe that everything is happening at the right time, and, in the meantime, have fun. Do not always wait for the future to be happy, but be happy in the present. Now, let's talk about something that can really accelerate your manifestations: gratitude. Gratefulness is like a magnet for miracles. If you are thankful for what you have, then you are likely to receive even more of it. Always begin and conclude the day with thankfulness. Take a moment before you get out of bed and think of 3 things you are thankful for. Before you go to bed, take time and look back at the day and try to find something to be grateful for. And within that day, try to find things to be thankful for. Initially, you may have to look hard to find things to be grateful for, especially if you are having a rough time. However, the more often you express thankfulness, the more natural it will become to you. You will begin to see beauty and blessings in everything you do. And here's the thing. Begin to thank for things when they are not yet in existence. Appreciate the job you want as if you are already holding it. Appreciate the perfect health you want as if you already have it. Pray for a loving relationship as if your partner is right there with you. This is what it means to live in the end result. It's about experiencing the emotions of having what you desire before it becomes tangible. Now, I would like to talk about something that may arise when people begin to notice changes with this work. They will create something they have been desiring, and then they will begin to waver. They'll think, was that just a coincidence? Did I really create that? Trust me, nothing happens by chance. All that occurs in your life is a consequence of your thinking, emotions, and perceptions. It is all about the inside. And so, when you begin to notice change for the better in your life situation, do not hesitate to rejoice. Accept responsibility for having created them. Because when you do this, you make it stronger and stronger that you really believe in your own power. You build your faith in the process, and you allow yourself to create even more incredible things. Always, what you appreciate, appreciates. Therefore, the more you focus on the positive aspects of your life, the more positive aspects you will attract to yourself. Now let's talk about something that can really supercharge your manifestations: the power of your words. The words you utter are charms that you cast on your life. They have the ability to build or demolish, to cure or to kill. Be careful with the language that you use, the language you speak to other people, and the language you speak to yourself. Do you find yourself whining all the time? Are you talking about scarcity? Or are you using words of abundance, possibility, and gratitude? Try to speak in a way that is consistent with the kind of reality you wish to manifest into your life. In place of, "I can't buy that," say, "That's not important to me at the moment." Instead of, "I'm so stressed," try, "I'm learning to handle challenges with grace." And most importantly, be careful about what you say to yourself. Next, I would like to talk about something that may arise when one begins this work. They will argue, "But what about my past? I've made mistakes. I've had setbacks. How can I move past that?" Here's what I want you to understand. It means that your past does not determine your future. Your past experiences have contributed to who you are today, yes, but they do not define who you can be. In other words, every moment is a new start. Life is a process of continuous breathing, and every time we breathe, it is a new start. You are not your mistakes or failures of the past. You are not your limiting beliefs or old patterns. You are an almighty artist and can change yourself and your life at any time you want. Therefore, do not look at the past as something to regret, but as something that can help you grow. What have you learned? What have you learned from your challenges? In what ways can you apply the lessons learned to your development and the development of others? When you can look at your past in this manner, then it is not a hindrance to you anymore. Rather, it transforms into a tool of change. Now let's talk about something that's crucial for maintaining this practice over the long term: self-care. Self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity in today's world. One cannot give from an empty vessel. You cannot give out positive energy if you are empty. Therefore, it is important to take care of oneself. The concept means something different to everyone. It may mean having time to meditate or exercise. It could mean not taking on things that leave you exhausted or feeling like you have no time to yourself. It could be going for a walk in the park or doing something you enjoy doing in your free time. However you choose to practice self-care, ensure it is mandatory. It should be treated like any other appointment on your calendar, so make sure you set it. because when you invest in yourself, you have so much more to offer to others and to your goals. I must stress that when it comes to self-care, your physical health is important, but so is your mental and your emotional health. Choose the thoughts you are putting into your mind carefully. Do you spend most of your time watching or listening to bad news or participating in gossip? Or are you filling your mind with books, words, and thoughts that inspire you, people that encourage you, and words that build you up? Your mind is like a garden. This is the philosophy behind what you sow and what you feed is what will sprout. Therefore, it is important to be purposeful about what you are setting your mind to. Now, as we start to wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. It is a process, not an event, and that is why this work is a journey. There will be ups and downs. Some days you will wake up feeling like you can conquer the world, and other days you will wake up with the thought that today is not going to be a good day. And that's okay. That's part of the human experience. As you proceed with this process of change, do not forget that you have the ability to shape your new reality. Make relaxation, trust, gratitude, and inspired action part of your daily routine, as they are the tools that will help you succeed. In this way, you not only create opportunities for yourself, but also follow the course of events and let miracles happen in your life. Do not disregard the signals and the coincidences that life offers. They are indications that you are advancing. Remember that every single move is crucial in your process of healing. When you align yourself with the emotions of success, love, and abundance at this time, you will attract experiences that match these feelings. Please do not forget that this is not a journey to reach a destination, but to transform yourself for the better. Therefore, wake up each day with hope and confidence that you can achieve all that you have ever wanted in life. This is the life you have been dreaming of, so go out and grab it. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.